Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
So what happens if I don't comply with that?
Well, let's take one step at a time.
No, because I need to know. I don't want you guys coming every week here. Now that they know that people are starting to wake up and starting to figure it out, hey, you know what? Where is the data? I've been asking them since we started. Where is the data? They're not giving it to me. All they tell me is to call Alberta, the government of Alberta, they'll give it to me. I've been trying to do that. I don't get a call back or anything.
Sheila Gunn Reid for Rebel News, and I'm here in beautiful downtown Bashaw, Alberta, and I'm back with Carlos Siguenza from the Noble Fox. Carlos first came to us through iwillopen.com, but then quickly he received harassment ongoing from the local RCMP and Alberta Health Services because he chose to reopen his restaurant in defiance of the lockdown restrictions at the time. And even though the restrictions have been eased, the harassment has not stopped. Why don't you give us a bit of an update since the last time we talked?
Well, since last time we talked, I thought everything, they gave me a notice to appear to court 2 days before everything was going to be legal to open back up. So now I'm thinking everything's going to be easing off. Since then, it's every week. They've been coming here every week. And, it's almost to the point, I just feel harassment. It's affecting my health, actually. I had a heart attack in 2015, and I'm starting to feel the same symptoms that I did. It's just this constant coming and just harassing us. And then they're sending everyone they can. AHS said they're going to ease off on me. And the next week, surely enough, OHS came. And I asked them what we're doing here, OHS. And they're like, oh, we're afraid that your employees are in danger.
I will be issuing a verbal work order to compel you to comply with the masking requirements. So what that means is, 1, you either wear a mask when serving your customer or get a staff who can wear a mask to serve customers. For you guys in the kitchen, if you're not wearing a mask while working, that is more of occupational health and safety. It will be referred to them to deal with that. But
So you tell me the kitchen staff's got to wear a mask?
Normally, if you are not a member of the same household,
Yeah.
they're supposed to either wear a mask or keep 2-meter distance from each other while working in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Where my jurisdiction is that you're supposed to wear a mask while serving the customers.
Or the other option you're giving me is to hire a staff.
Or get a staff.
Okay,
Who
would
can
you
wear a mask?
supply me with that cash, with the money?
That is a business decision you have to make.
Well, no, you're making decisions from a business right now.
Just giving you options on what the rules are.
So the option is okay. So can I apply for you guys to save me some money to hire staff?
If there's money for businesses, I guess you need to contact the government for that.
Okay. Well, I have applied for them and I haven't got it. We did started doing hazard assessments, for the restaurant, and that we decided that masks were dangerous to wear in the back because fogging your glasses, people feeling too hot, all the grease fumes, blocking, they can't breathe, and they're working with hot oil and everything in the back. So I asked them if they want me to wear a mask in the back, to give me a letter saying, okay, this is going to trump on the hazard assessment. And they didn't refuse to say that they were going to give me a written notice.
They told you, because you had a heart attack and you're medically exempt from wearing a mask, Alberta Health Services told you that you have to hire someone to run your restaurant because you're medically exempt. So you can't be in the restaurant. You have to get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I asked them, what options do I have? If right now we have, it's been slow, and there's no money to hire other people. That's why I'm doing it. My wife is doing it.
Your kids too.
I bring sometimes my kid to do dishes and stuff like that, right? And all of a sudden, that his option was to hire someone else that can wear a mask. I'm like, are they going to send me the money to hire that someone? Because I'm making no money here. Yeah. So I'm to the point that it's affecting my health. I'm losing sleep. See, what the future holds for us here in the restaurant and if we're going to be open or not, right?
Now, we hired you a lawyer through fightthefines.com who's working with you on that summons and to deal with some of the other issues. But what are some of the other threats that you've been receiving from, I mean, it's not just Alberta Health Services. You mentioned occupational health and safety. I think they've even threatened to pull your liquor license.
Yeah. The last time, right after we opened, they're saying like if we don't comply, that they're gonna, talk to Alberta liquor licenses, and they did call me and they told me to, they're gonna be reviewing day by day, right? And AHS came here and just started saying that they're gonna be giving me tickets if I don't comply with the masking.
So what happens if I don't comply with that?
Well, let's take one step at a time.
No, because I need to know. I don't want you guys coming every week here.
They have made similar threats to some nightclubs that are, not complying with the mandatory masking. But what on earth does your liquor license have to do with these public health orders? It seems like they're using the full force of the government to come after you.
Well, yeah, they're trying to send the whole cavalry now that they know that people are starting to wake up and starting to figure it out. Hey, you know what? Where is the data? I've been asking them since we started. Where is the data? They're not giving it to me. All they tell me is to call Alberta, the government of Alberta. They'll give it to me. I've been trying to do that. I don't get a call back or anything. So they're not giving me the hard data. So I don't know do they have any of the hard data or they're just waking up and making rules as they go.
Tell me what it's been like for your family since you opened. I know the community stands in solidarity with you, but what is the stress doing to your family?
Well, it's not good. Like I said, I thought I was mentally strong, but I'm just I'm just like everyone else. I'm just a human, and it's affecting me. Like it's affecting my marriage. It's affecting my kids. I'm not the happy-go-lucky like I was before. I'm always stressing, and if I was, like the government and I had proof, I'd be like, here's the proof, and that's what we're doing it. Why they're not doing that is beyond me. All they're doing is giving us numbers and numbers and numbers and numbers and numbers, and we're just supposed to just believe them and trust them. So I'm not sure. This is affecting me big time. Like I'm losing sleep.
Well, we're doing everything we can to help you. I mean, I can't take your stress away, but I think that having that lawyer from Williamson Law who's working to deal with the legal side of things for you, hopefully that alleviates some of the stress, because I want you to know that you're not in this by yourself. I know that everybody at home, they're big Carlos fans. I know I got a lot of emails after our first video with you went live that they wished that they were closer so that they could come patronize your business. And you're working with the same law firm that helped Chris Scott over at the Whistle Stop, and we're doing that all at no cost to you. Yes,
and I'm so thankful. I've been talking to the guys at the Williamson Law there, and there's a team actually working on the file, and then they just told me from now on, to deal with them, right? To deal with them and then not talk to me, because like I said, my health it's more important than all these lies are going around, and this government lies, and common sense is gone out the window. That's the mind-boggling. I don't understand why people still fall on this restrictions when we know they have nothing to stand on.
Carlos, if you had a message for the government, because really the government they're the ones putting you through all of this, and I think it's quite unnecessary. Do you have a message, if you could speak directly to Jason Kenney or Tyler Shandro or even Dina Hinshaw, what would you tell them?
Well, this goes to Jason Kenney. If you're going to send all your people and harass all the restaurant owners like me, send them with ammunition, send them with data, send them with the actual facts. And also, maybe send them in a month or 2 months without paying them, right? Stop paying your staff for a month or two, and then we'll be in even ground. I've been over a year and a half now, almost a year and a half, going through this. But just 2 months, take paychecks for 2 months, even yourself. I challenged Jason Kenney to go 2 months without pay. We'll see what happens. Then we're in even ground, right? It's stress. People trying to pay their mortgages, trying to pay for food. So that's my challenge to him. And to Dina Hinshaw, I don't know if I can put common sense to her, because obviously common sense is not in the vocabulary. So that's my challenge to Jason Kenney. And the other stuff from AHS and OHS. And if you want to send fisheries over, bring.
They're sending everybody.
Sending fisheries, they're gonna send everyone, immigration, whatever. Send them. At this point, I'm going ahead, and my back is against the wall, and I'm too deep now to back down, right? So, and I'm not gonna take their bullying and their harassment.
Well, if you at home would like to help Carlos fight back against the government, because they are really sending everything at Carlos. Like he said, he expects the fish cops to come, immigration, maybe forestry.
Forestry, yeah. Yeah, it is funny. It is funny, like, you know, like what they're doing, and they're trying to intimidate. Well, they got a pretty good stubborn little Mexican here that is not gonna back down, and that's plain truth.
If you at home would like to help Carlos stand up to the full force of the government, you can donate today to help cover his legal costs. He's got a really great lawyer from Williamson Law, same one that helped Chris Scott at the Whistle Stop beat the government there. You can donate today at fightthefines.com in beautiful downtown Bashaw, Alberta, with Carlos Siguenza of the Noble Fox. I'm Sheila Gunn Reid for Rebel News. If you'd like to help Carlos and his family stand up to the government that is trying to persecute him, to shut him down, to fine him for his act of defiance against the lockdown restrictions, you can donate to cover his legal costs at fightthefines.com.